It's been a bit since we've previewed a game week in MLS. So for the last week before the 3-week international break, why don't we try to predict some of the biggest matches this week? Here is my previews and predictions of MLS's game week 6. The first match we'll take a look at is LAFC as they welcome NYCFC to the Bank of California. For LAFC, the start of their season didn't go exactly how they expected. With 6 games played already, the Black and Gold are 2-2-2. But as Diego Rossi came back into the fray and Carlos Vela returned after a slight injury, they're going to be looking to finish off this first stanza of the season off on a high note. In Vela's return to the starting lineup last week, he managed to pick up a great assist with a ball to Rossi, and more importantly, LAFC came away with a win. As Vela gets more playing time this season and gets to link up with Rossi, I'm expecting to see LAFC return to a more dominant team. Rossi and Vela are the only teammates in MLS history to win the Golden Boot back-to-back. So they have the talent, now we just need to see them continue to play together. For NYCFC, they hold the same record as LAFC, going 2-2-2. And they probably should have won their last game against Columbus, but 2 free kicks in the last 10 minutes said otherwise. Would I be concerned about a Vela free kick in this upcoming game? Yeah, maybe a little, but I'm guessing Sean Johnson did a little bit of extra practice on those over this past week. New York's 2 guys up top in Castellanos and Medina have looked really good so far, and they both have 4 goals each. Because of New York's lethal attack, I think the Pigeons will come away with a win here with a score of 3-2. For the next match, we're going to be looking at a Western Conference showdown as second place Sporting Kansas City comes up against the 4th place Houston Dynamo. Before the season, most people did not have the Dynamo near the playoff spots, but 6 games in, I think they have been one of the better stories this season. Whether they keep this up, only time will tell. For SKC, they have suffered 2 losses so far, and one of them has come from the Dynamo. But Kansas City have been pouring the goals on their opponents recently. In their last 2 matches, they have outscored the opposition 6-1, and they have the second most goals in the league with 12. One big miss for them this game, though, will be their top scorer, Alan Pulido, who has been selected for the upcoming Mexican national team games. For backup at the striker position, we could see some movement of Kiri Shelton or the returning Johnny Russell, but they also have a young forward in Wilson Harris who could find some game time this weekend. It's still early in the season, but Houston has played 3 teams currently in the playoff spots, and they've won 2 of them, which includes wins against San Jose and Portland. Will they continue impressing? I think they may have a chance, and I'm gonna go with a 1-1 draw for this game. The last match I'll dive into today is probably the biggest one of the weekend, and it's the Portland Timbers traveling across the country to battle it out with the Philadelphia Union. It's not often that we see an Eastern versus Western Conference matchup, so when it's some of the best teams from each side, it's usually going to be a good watch. The Union are coming into this match off a pretty strong run, going unbeaten in their last 4 games. But they have been cutting it close, only getting by DC and the Red Bulls by 1 goal. On the other side of Philly's game, their defense has been outstanding, being led by center back Jacob Glesnes. Although they gave away a lot of chances to DC in their last game, he had 10 clearances and 3 interceptions in the shutout. For the Timbers, they're coming off a statement win against one of the most informed teams in the league in the LA Galaxy. Portland have kept clean sheets in their last 2 matches with emergency goalkeeper Logan Ketter in goal. But overall this year, they have had a shaky defense, showing most notably in their 4-1 loss to FC Dallas. With 7 goals in all competitions, Philadelphia's main man Shibilko definitely has an opportunity to capitalize on any mistakes the Timbers have in the back. So once Philadelphia is playing in their own fortress of Subaru Park and Portland are traveling so far for this match, I'm going to give the edge to the Union, and I'm going to go with a 2-0 victory. Other matches that are worthy of noting this weekend include seeing if the Columbus Crew can get their revenge on Toronto after failing to beat the Reds earlier this year, and even though David Ochoa won't be there, the new rivalry that's brewing between Real Salt Lake and Minnesota United should be fun to see. To end this preview, I'm going to give you my player to watch for this week, and it's New England's golden boy Carlos Gil. Over the past week, Gil secured his future in New England as he signed a contract extension through the 2024 season. Currently, the Revolution captain leads the league in assists, chances created, and dribbles completed, so there's no question that he is an integral part of New England's success this year. This week, the Revolution takes on FC Cincinnati, so it could be the perfect game for Heel to celebrate his new contract and maybe score a few goals. And that wraps up this game week preview. Soak in as much MLS soccer as you can this weekend, because after this set of games, we won't see any more until after the international break. I appreciate you guys watching today's video, and until next time, thanks for watching.